it's Kimber Schaefer here for Rage in the Cage OKC News, and we are here at the funnest place in Oklahoma City. We're here at Dave & Buster's on North May, and this is the newest sponsor for Rage in the Cage, and we are so excited, and we couldn't be happier than to bring you pre-fight interviews for Rage in the Cage 42 right here at Dave & Buster's. We're also going to have weigh-ins here next week on Thursday. Actually, by the time you guys are watching it, it might not be next week. So that's going to happen on Thursday, December 17th. And then fight night is Friday, December 18th. Fights begin at 8 p.m. You are not going to want to miss Ken Coulter. I can't believe it, your third pro fight. You know, I was just saying to Ken, Matt and I, the guy behind the camera, Ken and I started for Rage in the Cage about the same time. So it's been 2 years that we've been together, 12 fights for you. Tell me a little bit about some of the high moments in your career, and did you have any low moments?
The high moments was starting to be in front of the camera, getting to work with you guys. It's been an amazing journey so far. I mean, the fans, you guys taking time out to come up here to even do the interviews and letting us get our name known. I don't think people realize how big of an opportunity you guys give us to come out here and learn how to talk, learn how to approach the camera and not be nervous and come out and say what you need to say without all the jitters and things. You know, I've been in front of the camera now so many times, and that's because of you, Rage in the Cage, and I appreciate Matt and everything he does behind the camera.
Well, thank you so much. That is definitely our goal when we started Rage in the Cage, is to give you guys a place where you can kind of feel safe to develop those skills. And I've definitely seen all of the fighters that I've interviewed so many times over the past couple of years really get comfortable in front of the camera. And so we appreciate you guys as much. All right, so let's talk about this fight. I mean, you know, I don't know if it's the toughest fight, but you're definitely fighting a tough opponent who has a lot of experience in the cage. How are you feeling going into this fight?
Excited. I'm happy to fight someone with as much experience as him, because I know he's going to come out and I know he's going to show up and I know he can fight. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. It's entertainment. I want you guys to see a fight that's worth seeing, and so we're going after bigger and better opponents. And that's the way I look at it. He's going to be one of my hardest fights yet, and that's the way I want it. I don't want it to be easy. It's fine. I didn't sign up for easy. I signed up to make my skills be known, and this is a good way to show them, whether it goes decision or ends early or however this fight goes. I just want to come out and showcase my skills, and I'm just blessed to have an opportunity to fight a worthy opponent.
You know, I really respect that. I respect fighters that, you know, don't take the easy fights. You want to fight against somebody that is going to be amazing competition, somebody that you obviously, I know in your mind you think that you can win. He obviously in his mind thinks he can win, and I think that's good, because the rest of us, we don't know. I mean, it's never a given, and so this one could go either way in our minds. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but how are you feeling going into this fight, your confidence level?
Same as it's always been. I just want to show up, fight my fight. I honestly believe no matter what is going on, as long as I fight my fight, I can't be beat. I mean, I train hard, extremely hard, and I'm going to live up to my heart. I'm going to come out and I'm going to fight until I have nothing left. At the end of the day, that's all I have to give, and I'm not worried about it for that reason right there. I'm just going to come out and give it my all.
Well, and as far as records go, and I know that records don't always mean anything, your opponent has a lot more fights, but he does have some losses on his record. You were 9-1 as an amateur, and of course, is it 2-0 right now as a pro? So, you know, I think that really, the confidence going in that you haven't really experienced but one loss, does that help you any?
Yeah, it does, because all I needed was that one to realize I didn't want no more. That was, going back to your first question, that was the low of my career. The high, like I said, is to come out and have family and friends support me. I love to do what I do, and like I said, that's the low right there, that loss, and I just don't want to feel it again, and so I train to make sure I don't.
You know, and I've talked to some of the fighters on the card about this particular thing tonight, about building your career and using your amateur career to really build a fan base, and use Rage in the Cage and the media team to gain experience in front of the camera. You've done all of that, Ken. You've been very successful. All the times that we've had interviews and you've been on a card, you've always shown up. You've always been on the radio whenever we've asked. You've always made this a priority as much as your fight game. So how important do you think that's been in your career, and how do you think that's going to play into your future?
I think it's huge. I mean, without this, would you even know Ken Coulter? I mean, let's just be honest. You guys have put me out there so much, and I seize these opportunities to come out and do the pictures and do the autographs or just media day. Whatever it is, I'm going to show up because you're not just a fighter. At the end of the day, you're an entertainer. You're here for entertainment, and you have to bring in more people who are going to support you. And if you don't, you're not going to make it in this sport. So it's important to get out here and to show up and to be accountable for it, and to let you guys know if you need me to do a radio show, of course I'm going to do it. It's just helping me out. Like, you are already going to be on air whether I take it or not. So the way I see it is, let's get some time on there. Hey, it's my time to shine, so why waste it?
I love that because from a media perspective, I see fighters that see the big picture, such as you, and you see that having a career in MMA and UFC is more than just your ability to win. It's more than just your fighting abilities. It's your overall abilities, which is marketing yourself, becoming a likable person, and being able to sell tickets. And then, up there is being able to actually fight and have talent in the cage.
I think I'm blessed to have a little bit of all of them. I wouldn't say I got it all just down. I'm still working on this. I'm fairly new to the business, but I think I'm coming along pretty good, and I'm excited to see where it takes me. Like I said, I'm getting more and more fans, friends, and followers that are stepping up and actually supporting me and helping me out, and I thank all of y'all for that, because I need all of y'all, okay? One person don't show up, that's one person missing, and we need you all. So thank y'all for the support, and I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Like, they keep me going, so I'll keep showing up.
How does it feel as you've seen your fan club grow? I mean, you maybe went from your first fight having maybe a dozen people in the audience yelling your name. How does it feel now when you have an entire section at some events yelling for Ken Coulter?
It makes me feel like well loved. That's the first thing, and blessed. I can't say it enough. Like, I really, really appreciate every person that buys a ticket. I don't care if it's general admission. I don't care if it's a VIP table. Support. And I just need to stress that fact to people. If you're just buying a T-shirt because you had to work or whatever it is, I want to keep it building, and I just want to continue to show gratitude to these people, because without any of y'all doing this stuff like this, there would not be a Ken Coulter.
How successful do you think it makes a person when they have a positive outlook on life and give back? Because sometimes I think that if you're a person that is all about me, I need to go get my training, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I know that you really give back at church. You help at Life Church with the teenage program there and the youth. How important do you think it is to take time out of your life to give back? Does it really play into your own success? Do you get that back tenfold?
I don't know if I get it back tenfold, but for me, it's satisfying to help someone else and not to get anything in return. I know I'm not. I expect not. That's what makes a good deed a good deed. You didn't do something for someone and get paid for it. Then now that's not a good deed. You just got paid to work. So the way I look at it is it comes back to me as far as the way it makes me feel as a person. Like, I was here for something, like they say, God's plan's better than your plan. So I'm just trying to follow God's plan and do the things that I feel like he wants me to do. And giving back to the kids in the neighborhood and actually giving them somewhere, some type of hope is what I'm here for. It all trickles down. I have people above me who support me, and I'm trying to take the little bit that I have and give it back in the neighborhood. I mean, it's just something that I feel like I need to do, and that's what I'm here for.
I love it. I love your positive attitude, and I can't wait to see you back in the cage. As Matt and I, standing behind the camera here, have always said that it's always a great night when Ken Coulter is fighting. But you've also got some teammates on the card. I know that you've been able to see the card. So what do you think about it? I mean, I think this is going to be a stacked night. I think that it's going to be sellout early. I don't think that we're going to have a lot of seats, if any, at the door that night. Just looking at it now and looking at the people on the card that are selling tickets, what are your thoughts about this card?
Get your tickets early. They might be gone by the time this interview is released. I mean, they're going fast. I'm having to reserve tickets for people. I mean, I've never had to reserve VIP tickets for anyone. Like, they're selling that fast, and like that alone is a good feeling to know that we got a good show. And I think this is one of the best Rage in the Cage cards we've seen in some months. So we just kind of got to go out there and put on that show. We can hype it up all we want, but us as fighters, we need to step up and give you guys what you deserve, which is a good fight, and that's what I'm here for.
We've had cards before where we've had to literally add in a second entire section of VIP, like 15 additional tables. And I don't know where we are because, I don't work on that side of Rage in the Cage, but I do know that everybody I've talked to so far is having to pick up new tickets because they're sold out of their original ones. So that's usually a sign that things are getting really close.
Yes, ma'am. I've already had to. I just got mine, I think yesterday or the day before. I just had to pick up more VIP tickets. I've never sold all of my VIP. This was the first fight. And like I say, I see it growing, and I just want it drives me to work harder because where I started, this is just a part of me. The bigger I get, the bigger things I can do for the community and our state, and that's just what I plan to do. I don't look to take back. I want to give back, and so that's what we're going to do is we're going to give back just a little bit at a time. I've only got 2 fights, so I'm not really up there to the point to where financially. So that's why I give back a lot of time because that's what I have to give the most right now. So yeah, every Wednesday we're going to church, and then every Sunday morning I'm in church, not for a service, but to help kids become fully devoted followers of Christ. So I'm trying to do my job and do what I think I'm here to do, and fighting is one of them. But I don't know. We'll just see where it takes me. I'm just very, very, very happy about this and the turnout I've gotten from my fans. It makes me feel special. I don't want to act no different, but it makes me feel good.
I'm thinking that Rage in the Cage 42 tickets would make a spectacular Christmas gift. What's your thoughts on that?
I was thinking you can buy them from me or just go online and click Ken Coulter as your favorite fighter and then give them to somebody. It's 7 days before Christmas. Let's have Christmas early, the way I see it.
That's right. Christmas early for Rage in the Cage 42. It's going down December 18th. That's on a Friday at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market. Get your tickets, as we mentioned, from Ken Coulter, from online from Ticketstorm.com or any Metro Party Galaxy location. And we hope to see you guys there. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. And I'd like to give a shout out for one, Little Troopers Learning Center, Interlink Diagnostics, Steve Hayes, Burhart Media, Larry Strock Enterprise, LLC, Provocateur Magazine, Grip Media, Matt Jackson's Productions, and look me up on YouTube and Facebook while we're at it, please.
Look at that. I am so proud of you. You got your sponsors in, even though I kind of forgot that part. So good job. Thank you so much again, Ken Coulter, for being here tonight. And we thank you guys for listening to our pre-fight interviews for Rage in the Cage 42.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you.